Well, hi friends, it's Cindy again, and welcome back to my channel. I told you today that I was going to talk about what I eat in a day to lose weight on WW. Um, so far I have lost about 10 pounds, a little more per month, which I am thrilled with. If I was losing 5 a month, I'd be happy. But I just want to show you what I eat in a day. But first, I just wanted to clarify that I do not work for Weight Watchers. I don't publicly endorse Weight Watchers. I know it works for me. They don't pay me anything to make these videos or send me free products or free memberships or anything. So I am just a person trying to help out some other people, and that's it. So, like I said, today we're going to talk about what do I eat in a day to lose weight. And so let's start out the day with breakfast. First, I want to say that everybody's different. Some people want to eat the same thing for breakfast every day. It's easy for them, it's a no brainer. Maybe it's something they can prep, over the weekend and have breakfast ready for the whole week. I happen to like a lot of variety in my meals, in my meal plan. Now, sometimes if I find something new, a new breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or snack, yikes about the snacks, I may just want to keep having that over and over again. But I'll eventually tire of it like we all do, and we'll want to have some choices. So I have a few different choices here. I'll show you my favorite breakfast on WW Blue Program. So, number one, every morning without fail, I have a Premier Protein shake. My favorite flavor is cafe latte. I also like the banana cream. These are delicious. The only two, there are two or three flavors I've tried that I didn't care for. So that doesn't mean you're not going to tell you like them, but I'll tell you what I didn't like was the vanilla, the caramel latte, and the strawberry. To me, they just tasted a little chalky. Not my thing. This one is creamy and delicious. Be alerted that this does have 30 milligrams of caffeine in it. It's the only Premier Protein shake that has caffeine. So if you're sensitive to caffeine, just so you're aware, I only will drink this in the morning or I won't be able to sleep at night. But it is super delicious. So this has 2 points on the blue program. I also, when I have this, I have a banana, and that's 0 points. So if I just have this and a banana and something to drink that's no calories, that gives me a 2 point breakfast, which is fantastic. Okay, but if you're anything like me, I don't think anybody is exactly like me, but we wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and by 5:30, I usually want something to eat. And so I will have this, and then a little while later I'll have my banana. But by 9 or 10 o'clock, I'm kind of hungry again, and need a snack or some more breakfast. So I'll show you. I want to show you what I do have in those categories when we get to snacks. So that's one of my breakfasts. Okay, so another one of my breakfasts is something new I started, and I've been eating it pretty consistently this week. Is a homemade non-cooked oatmeal. And so what you do, and I will leave the recipe below, is you take steel cut oats or you can use rolled oats. You add, say a quarter cup makes 4 servings because it expands. You add a cup of almond milk, which is 1 point. You add 2 tablespoons of almond butter. You can also use cashew butter or peanut butter, but we have almond milk in the house, so almond milk and almond butter seem to go together. And then I add a couple handfuls of blueberries, which are 0 points. Um, After it's refrigerated overnight, I put it in a mason jar, let it refrigerate overnight, and then I have breakfast. It has 4 servings, and each serving is 2 points if you've used the rolled oats, or 4 points if you've used the steel cut oats. And it is delicious. I do heat it up in the microwave because it doesn't get quite soft enough for me. I add a little bit of stevia, which I've never used before, and I guess I like it. Start up, and I've got myself a nice big yummy warm meal. So I really enjoy that. Now, when I run out of this in my mason jar on Friday, I don't know if I'll make it again right away, but it's definitely a go-to right now. Okay, there are two other favorite breakfasts. One There's a product called Just Crack an Egg, and I don't have any left, or I'd brought one out to show you, but basically it's a cup, about like a little bowl, it's like you put soup in it. And you take off the lid, and inside there's a package of cheddar cheese, like this big, cheddar cheese, a package of crumbled bacon or crumbled sausage, and then a small pack of diced up potatoes. Small amount, like maybe 2 tablespoons. And you put that all together back in the little cup. You add an egg, you stir it all up, you microwave it for 40 seconds, stir it, microwave it for 30 seconds. So within a minute, you've got a hot egg scramble, and it's absolutely delicious. I really, really love it. It comes in 3 varieties. American Scramble, Denver Scramble, Ultimate Scramble. So just pick what you like. They're $2 a piece, and then you add the egg. Only thing is, they are 6 points. Now, I don't want to have 6 point breakfast. So what I have done is, instead of using the packets with a cheddar, I bought a low-fat cheddar, shredded cheddar, and I used that instead. I also bought diced turkey, lean turkey sausage that I am using instead of the one they provide. So basically, I'm doing my own Just Crack an Egg, and instead of having 6 points, it has 3, and I absolutely love that for breakfast. And my final go-to breakfast is 1 or 2 hard-boiled eggs. They're 0 points, so it just depends on how hungry I am. And then I will have a Pepperidge Farm mini bagel, and those have 3 points. And I just lost you. Sorry about that. They each have 3 points. So between the hard-boiled egg and the mini bagel, I have had a 3-point breakfast. So if you have any questions about my breakfast, please scroll all the way down the bottom of the page to the comment section and leave me a question, or let me know what you're having for breakfast, because I'm always like wide open for new ideas. Okay, so moving on to lunch. Now, in between breakfast and lunch, I will usually have a snack. So, but I'm going to tell you about all the snacks at once. But around 10, 11 o'clock, I'll have a snack. Lunch. My very favorite lunch my whole life has been a sandwich. Not a hot lunch person. So every week I make a container, a bowl of chicken salad. I use Starkist Chuck Light tuna in water in those foil packages, and just add 2 tablespoons of light Hellmann's or light Miracle Whip, and for about 2 or 3 points depending on the serving size. I also have, every week we buy a container of pre-made white meat rotisserie chicken salad, and that has 3 points per half a cup. I will either have that with crackers, or I will have it again with one of these mini bagels for 3 points, which makes a total of a 6-point lunch. Because I'm having a lot of dental trouble, I can't really eat like carrots and celery and stuff like that. But I do make sure I have tomatoes and cucumbers and other things that are softer than I can eat. But that will all be fixed within the next month or two, and I'll get back to crunching on my crudité. Okay, so my favorite is a sandwich. I also enjoy having avocado toast. Oh, I like this for breakfast too. So my husband made up a little recipe for avocado toast. And so what we do is we take a piece of bread. I eat 947 bread, 40 calories a piece, but it's sturdy. It's not like those kind of mushy breads, you know what I'm talking about, without mentioning any brands. And what he'll do is sprinkle it with 2 tablespoons of non-fat cheddar cheese, and put it in the oven and let the cheese melt. So the oven, bake at 350 for about 5 minutes. And then he spreads on some avocado, and in the meantime he has been making a sunny side up egg and puts that on top. So it's toast, a little cheddar cheese, some avocado, and an egg, which on my program blue is 0 points. And it is filling, and it is absolutely delicious. And last night I had 2 of those for dinner, so I had a 6-point dinner, but I absolutely loved it. As a matter of fact, I am thinking of having that for a snack soon, or for lunch, because I am making myself hungry with this video. Hope I'm not doing that to you. Okay, and I finish off every meal with fruit salad, fresh fruit salad. I get a kind that's prepackaged, because like what I didn't tell you at the beginning of this video is that I really don't cook. Um, it's not that I can't cook. I mean, I lived by myself for a lot of years. I always cooked, but when I met my husband, he turned out to be the one who liked to cook more, and he didn't like the food I cooked. We have just totally different tastes, and so he does all the cooking. So now we've been together 29 years, and I have barely done any cooking. So I like for things to be convenient, but I also know that if I'm going to stick with my program and eat delicious food, I'm going to have to do some cooking. And actually, I am not into New Year's resolutions, but my goal for the year is to cook more for myself. What is with my phone? I am so sorry. To cook more for myself and have the foods I want, even if my husband does not want to eat them. There is nothing wrong with that. One other lunch I really enjoy is a chopped salad. So I'll chop up some lettuce and then some tomato, little bite-sized pieces. I almost always have red, yellow, and or orange bell peppers in the refrigerator, so I'll chop up some of that. I do not like green bell peppers for some reason, so I leave those off. And so I've got lettuce, tomato, peppers, diced cucumber without the skin, and then I'll take one or two hard boiled eggs and chop that up, put it in there. That's 0 points. And so far it's a 0 point salad. And then I add about a quarter to a half of an avocado. Now that does have points, but avocado is such a healthy food. It's a very healthy fat. And so I have heard people don't even track that. I do track it, but I'm not that concerned about how much I use because it is so good for me. And eating healthy fats is really good for me too. So that's the deal with that. So I love that. I also like to use on top of that Skinny Girl brand salad dressings, which you can find in the produce aisle. Okay, and finally for lunch, I enjoy having a sushi roll from my neighborhood Wegmans. So I get a Philadelphia roll, which is salmon, avocado, and cream cheese. You say, cream cheese? How can you be eating that? Well, it's like a teeny little minuscule amount in each piece, but also the whole roll, 8 pieces, has 8 points. A California roll, which I also like, it doesn't have any cream cheese. It only has 6 points instead of 8, but I just don't like it as well. So I figure for the 2 extra points, I'm going to go for it and get what I really like and make sure to track it and make sure to stay within my daily points, and it is not a problem at all. Okay, on to dinners, my biggest non-cook person challenge. So I like to build my dinners around 0 point foods. Usually by dinner, so my total points I'm allowed for the day is 27. Usually by dinner, I may only have 6 or 7 points left. And I know I'm going to want snacks, so I try to build the meal around 0 point foods. And so I'll start out with a salad, and then I will have a protein, either some steak or some fish or some turkey breast or some chicken breast or some barbecue chicken thighs. And then some other green vegetable like asparagus or green beans, something like that. Um, so that's all 0 points or mostly 0 points. And then I feel like I can add some sort of starch or something with points, mashed potatoes, or say a half a baked potato or sweet potato. Sweet potatoes are so good for you, great high in antioxidants, so I recommend those. And that's dinner. It's fast, it's pretty simple, good for you, and not that many points. So, speaking of snacks, I'm like big into snacks because I had gastric bypass back in 2003, which is now, my gosh, 17 years ago, and still have obviously a lot to lose, but they basically make your stomach about the size of an egg. So I can't eat very much at once. So I get full very easily, but then my stomach also empties out fairly quickly. So if I eat, a chicken breast and a salad, I'm usually pretty full. But 2 hours later, I can be hungry again. So I make sure to have low or no point snack foods around. So let me just show you a few of those before we go. Okay, so my number one, these really are not in order, is my Skinny Pop popcorn. This is the white cheddar flavor, which I love. This whole bag has 1 point. It is delicious. It doesn't have those little hard brown curly insides of the kernels like I caught in your teeth. It's really, really good popcorn. And just so you can see the whole bag, it's like, there's my head. So it's like the size of your head of popcorn. So I enjoy having that. There are other popcorns like Orville Redenbach or Smart Pop that you get like a whole giant bag for one point. For me, this is easier because I could just grab it and don't have to microwave it. Boy, am I lazy. Huh. And also, I don't really want to eat like a giant bag of popcorn. I'm trying to getting used to eating kind of smaller portions, so I go with that. Okay, number 2. This is a Built Bar. This is a black cherry chocolate cream Built Bar. Built Bars are protein bars. They only have 110 calories, and they have 15 grams of protein. So that's not the most protein in any protein bar, but 15 grams of protein for 110 calories is a lot of protein per calorie. So I enjoy these if I'm ever craving chocolate, which chocolate isn't my favorite, but if I am craving chocolate, this will get rid of that immediately. This is so rich and sweet and chocolatey. It comes in tons of flavors: chocolate coconut, mint chocolate cream, raspberry cream, orange cream, buttermilk, you name it, and it is really, really delicious. So these are a little pricey, but they come in a variety pack on Amazon so that you can try the different kinds before you commit to buying, a whole box of one. Before I found Built Bars, I was eating pure protein bars, which I still eat. These are 200 calories, and they have 20 grams of protein. So they have more protein, but they have more calories. But you want to look at the protein to calorie ratio. That's a really, really good food. These are my chocolate peanut butter. They come in salted caramel and chocolate peanut, whatever, all kinds of fairly decadent flavors, and they are also delicious and also a lot less expensive than the Built Bars. They come in packs of 6, and you can get these at your local Walmart. Okay, I'm about to wind up here. So one of my favorite things, my son tells me I binge on these, are Mott's apple sauces in different flavors. This happens to be the mango peach, comes in strawberry, cherry, blueberry. They are sugar-free, and they are 0 points. So sometimes I'll take 2 of them and eat those for a snack, and it's 0 points. These taste way better refrigerated. Just a little tip. And finally, there's just so many different snacks, but I love Jell-O, sugar-free Jell-O, strawberry or lime or whatever they have. I also love sugar-free Jell-O pudding in the chocolate and vanilla swirl. And if you like those on their own, that's great. But if you're like to add a little something to it, Reddi-wip has practically no points. It's 1 point per 2 tablespoons, and I usually don't even count it, but it just makes everything more delicious. And if you try to measure out 2 tablespoons, here we go, woo, okay, and then you'd have to sort of smash it down to see if it fit into the tablespoon, and I don't want smushy Reddi-wip, so I just don't bother doing that. So now what do you think I am going to do with this Reddi-wip? I think I'll do this. Oh, so good. Okay, so what we didn't finish doing, I just want to say a couple more things about dinner, and I'll send some recipes also down in the comments, in the description, to think about crock pot meals, vegetables, proteins, long-acting, set it and forget it, tacos, fajitas, chili, nachos. I know those are all Mexican, but there are so many dinner options. Just, go online, go on Pinterest, or go on WW and look at the recipes, and I'm sure you'll find them. Not my strongest suit, but I will brush up a little better on dinners for you. Meantime, it is January 2nd. We are officially into the new year. Anybody who said they fell off the wagon, which I have read a million times online about people falling off the wagon, let's get back on today, and I hope that I gave you some good ideas. If you have any comments for me, or you want to tell me what you've been eating to lose weight, please scroll down into the comments and let me know. Or if there's anything else you'd like me to be speaking about, leave that in a comment as well. I hope if you like this video, you'll hit the thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more content from my channel, please subscribe to my channel. So, everybody, you have a great day. Happy Thursday, and I'll see y'all next time.